All right, come in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Wednesday grid. Let's see what we have in our grid today. So this is a construction by Martin Schneider, edited by Joel Faliano. So let's jump into the grid. Okay, so language from which we get shampoo. I was in England and I was told that this is one of the languages of India, and I can't remember. I think we also get the idea of soap powder too for our laundry. So let's see what we got. Like fervent fans at the Kentucky Derby, punnily enough. Well, that could be raring, or maybe, I don't know. A Philly cheesesteak comes with or without it. Coeur d'Alene. Yes, they're in Idaho's Panhandle. I'm assuming some French folks discovered that place. Derby entrant, probably a racer. I'm still trying to get used to my environment here. It's different. I'm at a hotel, and I'm here in the Bavarian Alps, and I'm just trying to get used to the scenery and the light and the different desk and all that. But we're gonna make it through this. Like fervent fans at the Kentucky Derby, punnily enough. Oh, okay, this is maybe horse, like as in screaming too much. And yes, Hindi then. Okay, good. This is starting to iron out for me here a bit. Typical holiday visitors, be in-laws. And I like my in-laws. Pretty good people. To past Q. Oh, Q, the spelling. And because it's springtime, the doors and windows here in Germany just stay open. There's no such thing as air conditioning, and there's a fly now buzzing around, so it's not a commentary on my hygiene, I promise you. So QRS, got it. All right, makes sense. Wife's, sisters, daughters, these must be nieces. And let's get up here and see if we can get this done. A Philly cheesesteak comes with onion or without onion. I'm trying to get that voice right there. Without. I'm walking here. You know, that kind of thing, maybe? This guy gets it. Don't he? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just wondering. Unusual meat courses that are neither. Like the property cited in Newton's first law, this would be inertial. So, response to who's ready, maybe that's I am. No. And I think these are sweetbreads, which are, I guess, awful, right? OFFAL, not awful, but offal. I think they're intestines. I had them a long time ago at a place called What's Else in Dallas. It's with my mother and a friend of hers. I don't know. Difficult kind of push-up, and I am proud to say I can do 30 of these one-arm push-ups. Kind of quotes could be air quotes, could be. Humphrey of Old Hollywood to fans. This must be bogey, but we got to spell it right. And carbonated fountain drinks that contain neither. Are these egg creams? When I was a consumer of sugar, I really liked them. That cream soda. I loved root beer and cream soda with rum. Oh, so good. They don't appreciate well. Story that starts with the N. This looks like it's an obituary, an obit. Private eye in old slang is a tech, from what I believe. Teens antithesis, maybe none. And they don't appreciate well must be ingrates, which I have never been accused of being because I'm very appreciative of everything. Where total revenue is listed on a financial report, and that should be the top line. I've prepared a few of those in my life. You notice I'm trying to keep this organized as we go. Yes, the last few days I've been all over the board. It kind of makes me crazy. Grating voice quality. I guess that's a rasp, but I don't know. I have a rasp. I don't even smoke. But I have a raspy voice. I know these things. Is it really grating? It gives me a, I don't know, like a complex. How does that make you feel, Christopher? Inferior. So top 4 of 52, I think we're talking about a deck of 52, and the top cards would be the aces there. So Let There Be Rock Band, 1977. Timeless rockers there, they really are. Quaint item for smoking. Is this an L? Nile Queen, familiarly, yes, this is Cleo. And this tells me that this may be a clay pipe. And I'm not using a QWERTY keyboard, I'm using a German keyboard today, and got to remember that the Z and the X are, the Z and the Y or whatever. Up to this point, as yet, are cheaper, perhaps cost less. Doesn't that really sound like a terrible sentence statement? Are cheaper. Bub, pal. When you see bub, it's either going to be pal or Mac. Now, they may come up with something different, but that's what I remember always seeing. Pal and Mac. So you always know you can at least try that A in the middle. Okay, comportment would be demeanor. What do we got up here? Celebratory occasions for founders to ring the NYSE bell for short. These would be initial public offerings or IPOs. Luxurious ride is a limo. Brian, who composed the original startup sound for Windows 95, and pretty much anytime you see a 3-letter answer to a clue about something musical or a composition or whatever, it's Eno, Brian Eno. Kind of like that 4 letters that you get where it's talking about some school that King so-and-so attended, just throw in Eaton, right? You know, it could be something else, but 9 times out of 10 it's Eaton. Okay, so feeling like a fugitive. This could be on the run or on the lam. And I don't know, but we can at least try to get on the in there and then see what we've got. So, what 18, 23, 49, and 56 across could be called? Well, I mean, I don't know what it's shooting for just yet, but I know these are misnomers when you take into consideration the clue, both the grammar and the syntax of the clue. Like our standard number system is base 10. And some smallish batteries could be double A's. Don't know what else could go there. Word in an advertiser's starburst, maybe no. Mood killers, downers. TV actor who was once a bodyguard charging $10,000 a day. I think this must be Mr. T. Didn't know that about him. Then what could he have possibly gotten out of being in? Well, I guess he must have been getting a lot more than $10,000 a day for his work on the A-Team. Interesting. StubHub purchases informally probably gonna be ticks, and that goes with get rid of is nicks. And overestimate, say. Well, we missed something. What we got here? Clunkers, don't know. Cube, creator, Rubik, and that's Erno, I think. Peekaboo, well, so far, Erno's fitting. At least we've got that computer program that fixes other computer programs. Okay, so these must be double misnomers. Clever, I like that. Often deodorized area, maybe underarm? Maybe. Lengthy construction project, per a saying. Do you see it in there? Do you see it? Rome wasn't built in a day. Clever, I like it. Fencer's weapon is an epee, but you can't just, you gotta wait until you see you got something there, because it could also be a foil, F-O-I-L, so can't just jump on epee every time. Dublin's land to Dubliners, I think this is it. And what do we got here? Clunkers. Navajo neighbor, maybe a Ute. Is this a G here? Longtime bridge columnist Charles. I think that's Gorin. Believe it or not, I've never played bridge, but I've always I used to read all the time in the arts and lifestyle section of the paper where I get the crossword. I'd always read about the bridge tips and stuff, because just in case my wife and I were ever invited to come play bridge, I mean, we were always okay with it, but no, never played. So I think this is a debugger. And what do we got now up here? Handles, Messiah for one, and this is an oratorio. Okay, so I guess clunkers are bad ones. State bird of Hawaii is the nene. Breakfast cereal that contains neither grapes or nuts. Okay, got it. This is a clever Wednesday grid. I like it. DJ's performance. France's Aix-en-Provence. Aix-en-Provence. And I just spelled that completely backwards. I guess I've... Aix-en-Provence. Been there. Just can't spell it. Okay, so overestimate could be to misgauge. And intersect is to meet. Well, we do a lot of that in our crosswords every day, don't we? And fairy tale monster is always going to be an ogre, it seems. One day somebody might surprise me with something. Petrol unit is a liter. Woodwind instrument, that is neither. Okay, so I guess this is an English horn. Huh, okay. Atlas close-ups, gonna be maybe insets, I think. Yeah, I mean, it could be, right? Reformer Horace and writer Thomas. I think these are Thomas, sorry, I'm trying to kill the fly. Horace Mann and Thomas Mann, so NN. I could be really wrong about that. That's what I think it is. Feeling like a fugitive. Now we have the M at the bottom, so we're not on the run, we're on the lam. And currently happening afoot is what I'm going with. I don't know if that's what it is. Feudal lord. This is going to be a liege. And this must be an Israeli city here. Port city, northern Israel. Yes, Haifa. Roof parts, could be eaves. Coming in on it now. First state to conduct all of its elections by mail, Oregon. Well, good on y'all. Me in Marseille is moi, and unless I fat-fingered something, we should do this in less than 14 minutes. How we do, Bob? Yeah. 1347 on a Wednesday grid. This is good timing, right? You know, and not only that, I mean, doing a lot of jaw-jacking too, yap, 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 as we go. But, I mean, this was a clever but certainly doable Wednesday grid for our beginners out there. And for those of you who just enjoy doing crosswords regardless of the difficulty level, yeah, come on, you can't beat it when they get clever like that. So, yeah, fantastic. Listen, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all the liking and the subscribing. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I am beyond appreciative And I'm quite humbled as well. So thank you so much for that. It really just kind of fuels me. Love the comments. I love hearing from you and seeing what your thoughts are on the puzzle. I mean, it could just be a few words, but I really enjoyed that very much. And it kind of fuels me for the next day. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll wind down for the Thursday grid and the Thursday mini. And in the meantime, haben Sie einen schönen Tag. Grüß Gott. Servus. Tschüss. Cheers. Take care.